Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, it's going to be another will I buy it, because I love doing these videos. Do you like these videos? Leave a comment down below. Before I get started, I just want to say, if you have not already, subscribe down below to the channel and click the bell icon for notifications of all our uploads, and let's just get started. So firstly, I wanted to chat a little bit about Charlotte Tilbury, which has recently come into Sephora for purchasing, and they're coming out with something new. So I know that the brand already has Pillow Talk as, I think, a lip pencil, but now it says that they're coming out with a full Pillow Talk collection, and that is going to also include an eyeshadow palette. It's actually like a quad, so 4 shades, and a blush, and it will be available September 6th. So by the time you see this video, it is available. I've always been interested in Charlotte Tilbury as a brand. I feel like it's more like a mature, not a bad way, but like a more mature brand almost, and definitely a luxury brand. So it is way more expensive than like Too Faced is, you know? So the eyeshadow quad, it looks like it's 3 mattes and 1 shimmer, and it's pretty basic, you know, everyday quad that I think a lot of people would get a lot of use out of. Definitely if you're in an office environment, or you like little palettes that don't take much thought or effort into what you're going to do for that particular day's eye look. It looks like it's kind of like more of a mauve-y, rosy palette with like a cooler toned brown in there. I guess I could see using it every day for like really quick looks, but because Charlotte Tilbury is such a high priced brand, I don't know if I'd be willing to pay that amount of money for a quad. You feel me? Does that make sense? So for me, I would probably pass over it, but it looks pretty cool if you're looking for that type of thing. And then the blush is one of their swish and pat or swish and go. I don't know. This looks like a more like mauve toned blush. It almost kind of looks like a bronzer to me. That I might be interested in looking into. I've been wanting to try one of her blushes that look like this for a while, so this could be a shade that would be up my alley, just because it looks like an easy everyday kind of blush. So that I'm kind of interested in. Next, I want to talk about Cover FX. They recently came out with, they've come out with the Power Play foundation, and I've been wanting to try that as well, but now they've come out with concealers. So it's the Cover FX Power Play concealer. The range is amazing. They have a white, which would be good for like eyeshadow bases to get the most vibrant color, you know? So it could be like an eyeshadow primer kind of deal, or if you're obviously really, really fair. And then it also has a nice range in the middle and also a decent amount of deeper shades. So I know everyone is probably very excited about the color range. So the concealer is 0.33 ounces. And they're going to be $30 each. And they're supposed to be full coverage and crease proof. All day wear, conceals and instantly brightens under eyes, weightless, crease proof, buildable high coverage concealers. I do like high coverage sometimes, just because I have very, very bad dark circles. I look pretty tired all the time. I think it's more like a genetic kind of thing, but like I said, I was interested in trying the foundation. So this is kind of a concealer I've been wanting to look into as well. The only thing that is preventing me from being like all in on this concealer is the price tag, because it is $30 for one concealer. And I just bought the Josie Maran Vibrancy foundation, and that is a concealer, and that is a more full coverage concealer, but I don't know, that one I know was less than $30, so I don't know if I'm interested in buying it right now, but it's definitely on my radar for purchase at some point. Next, I want to talk about the new eyeshadow palette by Urban Decay. It is the Naked Cherry palette, so I'm assuming this is going to be the same price as all their other Naked palettes. So it says it will be coming soon, and it's pretty much a palette with a lot of berry tones, purpley tones, and like pinky tones, which I think is really good. I think it's really pretty. I like the packaging as well. It's along the lines of the Naked Heat and the Naked Smoky palettes for packaging. It also comes with a double-ended brush, which Urban Decay brushes in their palettes is one of the only brushes I will keep that's double-ended. But I love those Urban Decay brushes that come in the palettes. Am I super interested in this palette? In a way, I'm kind of interested in it. I feel like it's going along the lines of a lot of palettes that are coming out right now, and I think the quality of Urban Decay shadows has improved in these naked palettes as of lately. So yes, it looks interesting to me, but I'm not feeling a very intense pull to purchase it, and I don't know what that is. Maybe because I'm not completely invested in purple tones. I also have the Huda Beauty Obsessions Mauve palette that's kind of similar, and I just purchased from the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty the Lime Crime Venus 3, and that's all purpley shades as well. So right now my collection is, you know, growing in these kinds of tones and shades. So I might pick it up in the future, might swatch it, see how it is. But I do like the packaging. I think the formula has improved, and I think it will probably be a good palette. Next, I want to talk about a holiday release from Too Faced, and I'm actually low-key obsessed with this release that's going to be coming out. I don't get too invested in holiday sets, which I talked about in my last Will I Buy It. I should probably tell you what it is. It's the Too Faced Gingerbread eyeshadow palette. Now, last holiday season, I know they released a gingerbread liquid lip, and I almost bought that because I was invested in the gingerbread scent. I didn't, but I was thinking about it. But anyway, this is the Gingerbread Spice eyeshadow palette coming soon, and it's obviously gonna smell like gingerbread, but I get very excited about scented things. I don't own a ton, but I get obsessed with how things are going to smell. I don't know what it is. I don't know what that is. The packaging is going along with their updated like chocolate gold palette and the chocolate bar palettes. Packaging gets me too. Am I alone in this? I don't know. I don't have a lot of information as to price or anything like that. I just have a picture of what the outside and inside shades are gonna look like. So my radar is on this one. Next, I want to talk about some new Huda Beauty Obsessions palettes. As I was just saying, I have the Mauve Obsessions, and I also just picked up the Coral Obsessions from the recent Sephora appreciation sale. I actually have that on my eyeballs today. Ooh, didn't plan that. There are going to be some new Obsessions palettes coming out, and let me just tell you, I want a couple, if not all. Of course, I'm not going to purchase all of them, but all of them look super, super pretty. They have the Sapphire palette, which is blues, 5 duochrome and 4 matte. That's high on my radar. They have Amethyst, which is pinks and purples, 3 mattes, 6 duochrome shades. Like I said, I've been picking up a lot of pinks and purples lately, so that one's kind of on the back burner. Ruby, which has reds and pinks, 5 vibrant duochrome and 4 mattes. I love me some red shadows, but it kind of looks like the Mauve Obsessions to me, so also not high on my radar, but still there. Topaz, which has goldens and oranges with 5 mattes and 4 duochrome shades, so I can see a lot of people wanting that one. And then they also have Emerald, which has greens, 6 duochrome shimmers, and 3 mattes. Sapphires and the Emerald, they're high on my radar just for the simple fact I don't have things like that, and I know I like the formula of these palettes. I like the price because they're all $27, which is not bad for a high-end eyeshadow palette. So Huda Beauty, I see you. e.l.f. Beauty is coming out with the Opposites Attract palette, which includes 18 shades, and the palette will be $14. When I first saw a sneak peek of this palette, it was just the eyeshadow palettes and showing the shades that were in them. But now I have a picture with swatches and also like showing like the crushed pigment. And so at first I was like, okay, this is a nice affordable palette, which it is. $14 is a great price for this many shades. It's like, okay, cool tones, warm tones, like some pops of color, some, you know, staple shades. So do I think this palette has some good things in it? I do. I really do. And the swatches are not the best in my opinion. Like, they're not the best swatches I've ever seen, but also swatches are not everything. And by the little pigment swatches, I'm not that excited about it. When I first saw the picture of this palette, I was super interested in it. I super wanted to have it. And now I'm like, probably not for me. With my growing collection as it is, probably not for me. If I could find this on sale, I would probably get it, but I'm not gonna run and get it, is my point, I guess. Today is the week of Becca. I don't know why, but it is. First I want to talk, what's this? So Becca is launching 2 new highlighters. One is the Gold Lava in 24 karat gold with shimmering light pink pearl for $38, which is their normal price for a highlighter. This highlighter is swatched on like a light, medium, and deeper skin tone woman. I'm gonna admit, it looks good on them. It really does. But for me, I think it's a little too much. It's a little gold. It's a little too much gold for me. Becca formula, amazing. If this looks good to you and you're wanting to pick up a Becca highlighter and this one is appealing, I would say get it. But for me, just a little too bold. So I'm not going to talk too much on that. It's just too bold for me. They are also releasing this limited edition opal highlighter, and from each highlighter that you buy, they're donating $8 to breast cancer research. So if you buy this highlighter, say you've been wanting to buy opal, I would say get this one just because some of the profits do come out to being charitable, you know, like they're not profiting completely off this particular highlighter, if that makes sense. So if you're wanting to pick up opal, get this one. And it also comes in like pretty packaging, like pink packaging, which I dig it. But I already have opal as a mini, so I will not be picking it up. But it is a good buy, and that is also $38, if I didn't say. And then Becca is coming out with, or came out with, I think platinum members got like first access, and it will be coming out soon. And it is the Volcano Goddess collection. I thought it was just a palette. Oh, it's a collection. Okay. So in the collection, you are getting the eyeshadow palette, which has 12 eyeshadows. You'll also be able to get the Volcano Goddess glow glosses. And I've heard good and bad things about the Becca gloss formula. And then also they have shimmering skin perfector in gold lava. So that gold lava highlight is incorporated with this collection. For me, the thing that jumps out at me, again, the highlight not for me, the glow gloss, I'm not that interested in. Some people like it, some people don't. That's great. I just bought the Fenty Gloss Bomb, and I do have, you know, Marc Jacobs mini glosses. They're right here, that's why I'm looking over here. And also some Buxom. And I also have a ColourPop in my purse. But I don't wear gloss a ton. I'm getting more into it. But these just don't look like my shades right now, you know? But if they look appealing to you, maybe look up some reviews on them. I don't have any personal experience with them. And then when I first saw this eyeshadow palette, I was so excited. Like, the outside packaging alone is gorgeous. And now that I've seen swatches along with just the shades in the pan, I'm interested in it. I know I shouldn't be, but I have been wanting to try Becca eyeshadows. I know in the past there have been like ups and downs with them and whatnot, but I've just never really given them a chance myself. And since I do love Becca highlighters, I've been wanting to try their eyeshadows. And this looks like a really, really beautiful palette in my opinion. Like, there are only 3 mattes, but I'm not opposed to incorporating more mattes from a different palette with this palette. So, I mean, the only shade I'm kind of iffy on is the dark blue, just because I don't do a lot of smoky eyes, but is there if I need it, right? This palette is $46 as well, so it's up there. I'm gonna have to see, because I can't be buying like more than 1 eyeshadow palette a month. Even that's a lot, you know, like it's kind of a lot. Probably shouldn't be spending the money, but I'm real interested in the eyeshadow palette, not gonna lie. Next, I want to talk about a skincare item, and it's from the brand Summer Fridays, which have been interesting me a little bit. They are a clean brand at Sephora, if you're wondering, but they are coming out with a new overtime mask. It says it has soothing oat kernel proteins and free radical fighting antioxidants, and it's for brightening and bringing out the glow in your skin. So yep, that's right up my alley, isn't it? I don't use a ton of masks just because I seem to not use them frequently enough to get through them, if that makes any sense. So I might put this on my Sephora loves list, and if I'm feeling like picking up a mask, this seems right up my alley. Next, Laneige is coming out with a couple new products, and I love, absolutely love their lip sleeping mask. I think I talked about that in a previous Will I Buy It as well. But they're coming out with the Fresh Calming Toner. I don't know what's happening with my voice. I think it's my allergies. I don't know. That's going to be $27. And they're also coming out with the Fresh Calming Mousse Moisturizer for $29. Now, a mousse moisturizer, that is just intriguing to me. I'm probably gonna wait for reviews on that. Again, it's on my radar. If it's anything like their lip sleeping mask, I'm all for it. I have dry skin, so I need the moisture. And it's an interesting concept. I think a lot of mousse products are coming out, like cleansers and body washes and now moisturizers apparently, so I'm interested. And then the Fresh Calming Toner. I'm not a big like toner person. It looks like it comes in good packaging, which is also really important to me because I have trouble opening things and such. Yeah, that's just not too interesting to me, but the mousse moisturizer definitely is. Next, I'm going to talk about the YSL Beauty new Rouge Pure Couture Slim Matte Lipsticks. Each of these is going to be $39, and they have 7 shades. Here's the thing with YSL. I've heard a lot of things saying that a lot of their products are heavily scented, like perfume. And that's scary to me because I get a lot of migraines. I think this is a good concept because a skinnier lipstick is at least intriguing to me. It says they're ultra matte, full coverage, all day wear, and weightless. So it sounds interesting to me, and I think a couple of the colors I would actually be interested in. I'm just wary because their products are heavily scented. So maybe I'll give them a sniff and I'll get back to you. Okay, also Natasha Denona is coming out with liquid lipsticks. I personally don't have anything from the brand because it's so expensive. I almost bought a highlighter, but that's the same price as like a Becca highlighter. So I'm like, okay. These liquid lipsticks are going to be $25 each, which is up there with like my Lawless Beauty liquid lips, but I got that on a deal. On National Lipstick Day, I got it for like half off. I would have to get this at like a sale or something, but I would be interested in trying these. I think they have a good range of colors as well. They have like more bold reds and purples, and also like a deeper, like almost black shade, but not black. And then like blushy nudes and nudie nudes and pinky nudes and like some brownie nudes. So I think there's a color for everyone in this line. So I'm interested. I do like matte liquid lipsticks. I'm one of those people who's not sick of them yet. And also they're better for me because I hate things that wear off in like an hour. That's just annoying, you know? I'd like my lip color to last a little longer, thank you. But yeah. I'll probably wait for reviews on this and then get it on a sale if I can. Oh, I was just talking about this, but the Fenty line is coming out with a new Fenty lip gloss and also a highlighter. Gloss Bomb in Diamond Milk for $18 and a highlighter, How Many Carats, for $38. Now this highlighter is really icy and kind of glittery, and I've swatched Fenty glosses in Sephora and I was shocked at how much glitter was actually in those highlighters. So I don't think I'm interested in that. The Gloss Bomb looks like more of a gloss you could put on over anything, I guess. I'm kind of interested, but also I just bought the original Gloss Bomb that they came out with, so I'm kind of set for now, but I'd be interested to see what everyone thinks of it. Next, I'm going to talk about the Trixie Mattel and Sugar Pill Oh Honey collection. I've been wanting to try Sugar Pill. I really have. I haven't bit the bullet just because their singles are very expensive. They're an indie brand that is more expensive. This collection has an eyeshadow palette with 6 eyeshadows and a full-size blush, so that's cool. And then also sparkling liquid lipstick color. This liquid lip is matte, but it sparkles, it says. So I'm assuming that's like more of a metallic liquid lip or a liquid lip with glitter. And also the pinky color is not a shade that I would wear very often. So in that respect, I would not get that. And the eyeshadow palette is very basic colors, which I can see a lot of people reaching for this every day for everyday wear, and also have that blush color in there, so that's great. So it's kind of like a face palette. You could probably use some of the shades for your eyebrows maybe. I don't know about that exactly, but maybe. Just for me and where I am in my collection and with the things I have in my collection and what I reach for, this isn't a sugar pill release that I want. I'm also not invested in the person who they're collaborating with either, not for any particular reason, just because I don't know enough about them. But yeah, it's just kind of basic, and I think it's good for some people, but I'm gonna pass. Okay, and then lastly, one last holiday release I'm gonna talk about is the Urban Decay Cosmetics Heavy Liner Set. And it comes with 3 different shades of their heavy liners in Midnight Cowboy, Starfire, and Volume. Volume is pinky, Starfire is gold, and then Midnight Cowboy is like a champagne. And I've heard really great things about Midnight Cowboy, the glitter eyeliner. $39. $39. I don't know if I can do it, man, because I have my Stila Glitter and Glows, and I could use those for glitter eyeliner if I wanted. But that price, I'm like, damn. If it was a lower price, I might wait for it to go on sale. Oh, man. Yep. I'm going to wait for it to go on sale. If it goes on sale, I'm going to pick it up. Otherwise, I'm all set with my Stila Glitter and Glow eyeshadows. Okay, so that's gonna end my Will I Buy It for this week. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope it gave you a nice look at what's coming out, what has come out, and maybe you'll want to pick up some things. I don't know. Leave it down in the comments if you would pick anything from this week that I mentioned up, and also like this video if you like Will I Buy It videos. And until next time, bye.